had an existing telephony solution. It was doing very little for us other than just we were using it to make calls. We had it integrated into Salesforce, and we had click to call, we had call recordings, but they were disparate from our system. It just felt that we could get more out of telephony. We made the decision that we needed to make telephony a competitive advantage for us and something that added value rather than just being a core functionality within the business, really. I think the things that were most interesting for us at the time were really about that additional functionality that RocketPhone offered, beyond what I saw being available in the marketplace at that point in time, really. So we have relationships with about 20 of the largest energy suppliers in the UK. Business and organisations looking to switch their energy supply, contracts due for renewal. They will typically start a shop. About 40% of people will pick up the phone or go on the web and search for somebody like Switch My Business or Bionic, and they will then obtain quotes. Now, part of that process generally requires some kind of telephone call. We would normally outbound the client after they'd been on the site to advise them on the quotes they'd had, ask if they had any questions, support them with the transfer of the supply. Outbound calling was huge. Our guys were speaking to probably 40, 50 different businesses a day across the team per person, and making a lot of outbound calls every day and getting a lot of inbound calls as well. So, very different to working with a telephony provider who was just looking to put in a phone system and probably integrate that into Salesforce. One of the things to say that just really stood out with you guys, and we found working with you in that respect, it wasn't just really easy, it was good fun as well. You added a lot of value in that process, which helped us to make things more streamlined, more effective. So I think the key thing that we saw in the early stages was that speed of being able to support agents with things like on-call training and post-call training. So the ability to identify what somebody was doing, where it was and wasn't working, and support them with the feedback on that to ensure that they could either stop doing that on further calls or focus on the things they were doing well. And the system allowed us to get to the nub of that really quickly. So being able to set key phrases which people just weren't allowed to say, things that we didn't want them to say and things that we did want them to say, and being able to flag those really quickly within the conversations for us was really useful. That also transitioned across into our compliance teams, where we would listen to every sales call. In the past, we were having to go through those lengthy call recordings to ensure that a sale was compliant, ensure that we captured the right information. So it made us more effective, more efficient in two areas. We increased sales. We saw an improvement in productivity in the sales team and across my management team as well, who were doing the coaching, and then as well within our compliance team became more productive as a result. It just made us more effective and accelerated some of the change and transition we would have gone on to make, I think, but it allowed us to get that done quite quickly and in one go as part of that integration. So really, I think it moved us forward in a big step rather than being this sort of iterative transition of let's focus on one next thing, the next thing, the next thing. We really moved the organisation on at quite a pace as a result of the integration and the process that we went through.